day goes by so fast. And every moment.
My name is Gabe George. I was born and raised in the east side of Houston, Texas, a town called MACS. I left and graduated high school in 2004 from there and joined the Navy. The Navy promised to accelerate my life, and sure enough, my life started accelerating a bit after I joined. I was in a motorcycle accident in April 1st, 2008. I just got home from deployment, and I was leaving Bible study one night, and somebody made a U-turn at the light and didn't see me. And I woke up 3 weeks later, and from that time, I broke my neck with about 6 spots, 6 ribs on the right side, collarbone, scapula, both lungs collapsed, and ripped the nerves of the spinal cord, paralyzed the right arm, and was coma for 3 weeks. So that changed life for a little bit there. I was very active at the time then. I was kind of busy. So, well, it's been about, say, eight or so years working with different churches and other organizations, trying to find my new purpose, what I was going to do next. And then I was invited out to the VA, invited me to the summer sports clinic that they put on for veterans that were seriously injured and had spinal cord injuries and all this other kind of stuff. And like my first year going, it's like a week event of sports, of different adaptive sports that they introduced to. One was like archery, cycling, kayaking, and sailing was one of them. Something, a venue that we went to, and I was watching everybody shoot, and I was like, okay, this is cool, but I knew I couldn't do it because my arm was paralyzed at the time. It was one of the coaches that saw me there. He was like, well, come here. And he reached in his pocket, pulled out a little string and tied it around the bow and said, here, bite down on this and then pull. And I remember from the time I did that and watching the arrow release and hit the target, I was like, oh, wow. Like the lights went off inside. It was like a new experience of something that I could actually do. It just opened my eyes to something that I didn't even realize was a possibility. A year later, I went back to the same sports clinic, and that's where they introduced the same sports to us, but this year they added pickleball. I fell in love with it. We was there playing, and then we played around like 4 or 5 games in that day. And like I wasn't tired, I wasn't beat up after it. I was really smiling, and I was really enjoying the sport. And I was like, this is amazing. I really enjoyed it. First time playing, I had an 84-year-old man stand in one spot and just laugh while he whooped my butt, and I ran all around the whole court. Pickleball took off for me after that. Like I started playing as much as I can, multiple times, indoors at this church. And fast forward about 4 years later, next you know, everybody else started jumping on the bandwagon. I'll give a shout out to MACS, Military Adaptive Sport. Like, it's a phenomenal organization. Not only pickleball is the best sport. I may be biased, but pickleball is the best sport that we teach and serve our community with. But we do offer a plethora of other sports, i.e. padel, racquetball, badminton, and we're bringing table tennis on this year too, and 3-ball. So we have instructors of a variety of different sports, but we're inclusive too. All our instructors, we're having them not only certified, but also trained to work with people with disabilities of a variety of types too. So we're very inclusive. We have a reach of, especially for military family, anywhere in the world. We're international. We can get there. If we have a heart, if there's a desire of a heart of veterans, a group that wants to come out and wants to learn, we'll make it there. You can reach out to me, find me, go to our website, military-sports.org, whatever, but we'll show up. So I've had the honor of traveling all over the country, been around the world actually teaching. I've taught hundreds and hundreds of veterans and able-bodied, non-able-bodied people, contracts with different cities and states, and it's my love. It's when I'm not underwater, it's diving or something with my dog and my daughter, I'm on the court somewhere. It's a very social sport. Like out of all this, I do multiple sports, and like when everybody says, "Oh, we saw you, we love to see you shoot archery and all that." Archery is a very individual sport. I spend all my days and lots of hours training, and it's very just me. Nobody can see that, and then you can watch me shoot for a while, and then it's like, okay, that's cool, but then it's boring. But pickleball, it's inclusive. I can include everybody, whether like every time I've ever tried to take a day by myself to go train in the middle of the day when nobody's on the courts, there's always some strangers walking by and they're like, hey, what are you doing? Can you show me? And if you know, I'm into giving a lesson. It's extremely social, and everybody can play. If you don't want to be on a pro tour, you don't have to be. There's minor leagues, there's major leagues now, but then we have communities going to compete against each other. They're doing friendly tournaments. I've taken kids to older folks. Like there's people that can barely walk, knee replacements, hip replacements. It's something for people with visually impairments. I still get them out on the courts and play. Different sounds, using different balls. It's very adaptive. I tell a story also about there's a guy that teaches some kids at one of the courses in Jacksonville, and I was out one time balling with a bunch of people, just having a good fun time, and the kids were stopping what they were doing. They were watching me play, and one kid in particular, he took his right arm, and put it in his shirt, and he started playing and practicing the rest of the game. And I was like, I couldn't focus on my game because I was watching him, and it touched me just to see that. So I was like, okay, I know I'm doing something right, just being here. So like they give us 2 courts or something like that for 2 hours each day. We're doing an expedition. We're gonna bring a couple of people out in chairs, a couple of the veterans. So yeah, it's originally from Houston, and then anytime I'm out there in Dallas, especially, I got a lot of people. They get mad at me when I show up and don't tell them that they're not there, but I'm like, I'm so busy. Like, everybody wants all of my time when I show up one place. And now that I've done this little documentary thing that's out on Netflix with Prince Harry and all that, now they all want all mine, and I'm just like, I'm just me. It's just only one me. I love it because you get to play more. In my opinion, I mean, it's more. It's so it fits my. So when I go play on the courts out in town and stuff, when I play with people, it fits like my level of play or how I play. Because I don't get to sit down. I don't get a break when I go out the court. Everybody's like, "Oh, come play with me next. I want you to play with me next." So I get that feel, and then I'm like, I'm beaten dead afterwards. But I'm like, you know what? I got to play with everybody. You got to play it. You got to. It's a hard workout pretty much, and you mix with multiple different types of players. You get multiple styles, so and you get all the pickleball. So I like what they're doing with it too, and I can see it being incorporated through a lot of other tournament style events too. Though. And you're sitting there, when you're waiting for hours and hours to play, and just get to play that one game, and then it's done. So yeah, when I think anyone that comes to a tournament and you guarantee get to play, that's going to light you up. That's going to make you want to be there more. That's going to also because you know what you're looking forward to, versus sitting around lost and hoping somebody calls your number soon. It's very helpful because they're there because especially for those once they're active, once you play a while, you can understand how the rating changes when it updates. Because I get a lot of students when they come out to my classes, and so can you rate me? Can you rate me? I said, well, have you played yet? No. Have you played anyone? Have you it doesn't work like that. Play some first, and then so this really helps. And I love the growth of how the rating system has changed. It's always updating, but it's getting better, and it's nothing, I won't say nothing's perfect, but it's very great for what we got going on right now, and it's really helped. You can get a judge of who you're playing against, and so you know, okay, what to expect. What should I say? Not about just your age and your mobility, skill level. If you're a master at your craft, you shouldn't matter what the age person is. If you can outpace them, or you can outplace them. You know, so yeah, it's there, and I like that part. I love what I do. This is to me being able to share the sport. I know the competing in tournaments and stuff is wild. It is a lot of fun, but I get to meet so many people that have never played a sport or first timers introducing the sport. And then when I get to share that, to me, that's better than any gold medals I could win. So I do stuff with Palm Beach County, the Special Olympics. I teach a whole team with them too, and they're working on getting involved into the Special Olympics. So the things that I've seen get done with this sport, and I'm talking to Invictus too. Don't worry, I'm trying to get that in one of their sports. Yeah, I told a certain somebody whose name I won't say that I better not see him on TV playing pickleball with anybody else. It's in the me, so that he knows it's coming. So, but yeah, it's endless. This doesn't stop. It makes my life whole, and it loves what I do.
And every moment counts, baby. I don't wanna miss a thing.